Work-life balance relates to transition because as grad nurses transition into the workforce, they may feel pressured to work long hours and/or overtime to prove themselves in the workplace. They may want to help out as much as they can to build positive relationships within the workplace. Grad nurses may also feel obligated to work long hours and/or overtime to make money to start paying off large student loans that they have accumulated over the 4 years of the degree program. Nursing is a demanding profession. It carries high levels of public and professional performance expectations, despite the long and irregular hours of work fundamental to the provision of care. This demand can come at a high personal cost. Work-life balance is an important aspect of retaining new graduate nurses and preventing burnout. The Canadian Nurses Association 2012 reports there will be a significant nursing shortfall within the next 5 to 10 years. Lassinger, Fingan, and Wilk 2009 found that 66% of new graduates were experiencing severe burnout and that 30% of these new graduates in their study had high turnover intentions. This reinforces the importance of work-life balance has on a new grad in order to decrease the potential for burnout and the risk of leaving the nursing profession altogether. So why is work-life balance important to me? It's important to me because I struggled with it throughout nursing school. I didn't have good balance between work and social life. I was mostly set on school, so I'd go to school from Monday, Friday, work all weekend. So I was easily ran down, not the happiest person to be around. So this is why I want to make a transition plan to develop strategies now to implement for when I start my career. And with the people I'm working with, I'm noticing it's a big trend. So I think it's a really important thing to develop a plan around to help me transition and be successful as a nurse in my career. And that would look like having me being satisfied with my personal and professional life and the balance that they have. I also find it really important to have a well-balanced life due to some circumstances I've come into contact with during my preceptorship. I had my first code and I was pretty emotional after, so I found that I brought that home with me and it made me upset for the rest of the evening. However, I need to integrate strategies to help me deal with those emotions in that time and also be able to disengage from that when I go home. Because carrying that with me, I could see that definitely wearing me down quicker. So this is also why I found work-life balance is really, really important for me. The SMART goal I have created for myself is by the end of my first 6 months as a graduate nurse, I will rate my work-life satisfaction as a 7 or higher on a scale of 1 to 10. A rating of 7 or higher will represent my feelings of successfully establishing work-life balance. As healthcare providers, it is important that the caring aspects of the nursing profession also transfer over to individuals' personal lives. Individuals need to take an active role in maintaining his or her health to prevent burnout and compassion fatigue. It is important to learn how to care for yourself, to develop an awareness of one's feelings and learn how to deal with them in a healthy manner. Often, healthcare providers tend to put self-care last. However, self-care practices are very important. It can positively affect your career, home life, and social life. Self-care is not selfish. It is mandatory responsibility as a professional nurse to fill your own lamp so you can illuminate your light for others. Let's take care of you first so you can take care of the rest of the world. Here's to your health. Now we're going to talk about some strategies for self-care to implement into my life to help me transition into being a grad nurse and having a well-balanced life while in my nursing career. It is important to learn time management skills. It is important to pre-plan and prioritize. You need to be comfortable with delegating and reassigning tasks to other colleagues. It's okay not to be the perfect or super person. There's a team and others who can help you. It is really important to engage in physical exercise in order to have a well-balanced life. Eat healthy, well-balanced foods. Do not skip your meals or breaks because you need to take time to rejuvenate. Learn to laugh and have fun. You need to take time for yourself in order to have a well-balanced life. It's important to engage in activities outside of work that you find fun and that you enjoy. Here I'm playing fetch with my dog, and that is something that I enjoy and that I do to clear my mind after a day's work. It is important to engage in self-reflection and meditation. I'm going to start a mindfulness practice every day. These processes foster improved mental well-being and specific capacities such as calmness, clarity, and concentration. Other benefits of mindfulness practice include stress reduction, boost to the working memory, focus, less emotional reactivity, more cognitive flexibility, more adaptive responses to stressful or negative situations, and relationship satisfaction. Do not keep emotions and thoughts bottled up inside. Have somebody to debrief with you about situations you've encountered at work that are bothering you. Getting enough sleep. Insufficient sleep is associated with cognitive problems, reduced job performance, increased safety risks, medication errors, mood alterations, and physiological changes. Additionally, depression, irritability, and stress levels increase when sleep is restricted. There is also an overwhelming evidence that nurses who work longer than 12 consecutive hours or work when they have not obtained sufficient sleep risk negative effects on the health of their patients, themselves, and if nurses drive home while drowsy, even the general public. It is important to engage with personal life. Shift work, long hours, and working nights are also factors that constrain a nurse's family or marital life, and which make it increasingly important for nurses to be engaged with their personal and family lives when they are not at work. This will help disengage one from work into their life. Nurse advocate activities such as yoga outside of work to help find a personal balance and disengage from work. Finding hobbies outside of work that you enjoy or spending quality time with friends or family to ensure quality living outside your job. And the ability to focus your mind on your personal life and away from work are important. Managing blurred boundaries. Nurses are often required to work even when they are at home and respond to work calls and emails outside of work. It is also important to be able to say no. If you are asked to do something you are not comfortable or competent doing, it is okay to say no. Also, if you are asked to work overtime or long hours, it is okay to say no for your own well-being. And I think this is really important to carry out into someone's nursing career. One other strategy I'm going to implement into my transition plan is developing a work-life balance plan. This will include having one small accomplishment and one small enjoyment a day. So this could include learning something new as a small accomplishment and watching my favorite TV show as one small enjoyment. Then I'm going to make goals for myself every single day. And if things are getting really, really tough for myself, I'm going to continually reconnect with why I became a nurse. And this is really important in order to maintain my work-life balance. This work-life development plan is by Watts in 2016, and she says that having this type of plan will help implement work-life balance and help monitor satisfaction in one's life. Another approach to a work-life balance plan is by Alberta Health Services 2011, and it is to make a decision to live in a way that brings you mental steadiness and emotional well-being. We need to look for strategies to manage stress so stress does not manage us. So some things we can do is do one good thing for yourself a day. It can be small, but do something that you enjoy for yourself that day. We need to learn to say no. I kind of talked about this in the video also, but we don't need to justify it. We just need to learn to say no when we need to. You can start a gratitude journal, so staying focused on the positive reinforces balance within one's life. We need to seek help when we need it. We all need help dealing with things at times, and it may be time, it may be someone to talk to. So this could be counseling or any other services. Ease yourself out of toxic relationships. Relationships are meant to build us up, not drain us. So if you're at work and you have some negative relationships, then work through those, and at home, cut those out of your life in order to bring yourself balance. By implementing all these strategies, all the self-care strategies, and developing a work-life balance plan, all these together will help me increase my work-life satisfaction and bring me balance into my life, which will help me transition into the grad nurse that I want to and eventually into the registered nurse. Thank you for watching my transition video, and this is the end to a new beginning.